When we wake up in the morning, especially on those days when we feel fresh and energized, we want to get everything done and make the day amazing. But sometimes, within an hour or two, all that energy disappears. We feel sluggish and lose the motivation to do anything. We've all experienced this. But the question is, why does it happen? What's going on in those early hours? And what should we avoid doing in the morning so our energy doesn't crash? Welcome, Daily Psychology, and today, using Einstein's theory of relativity, along with the advice of James Clear and Darren Hardy, authors of Atomic Habits and The Compound Effect, we're going to solve this problem once and for all. Let's begin with two very important concepts, the theory of relativity and the Plateau of Latent Potential. Imagine you have a block of ice at minus 20 degrees Celsius. You start heating it until it reaches minus 5 degrees Celsius. You've raised the temperature by 15 degrees, but it's still ice. So why hasn't it changed? Did you do nothing? No, you applied heat, but there's still no visible result. Now let's keep heating until it reaches 3 degrees Celsius. At this point, the ice begins to melt. That means it took raising the temperature by 20 degrees before you saw any visible change, even though the work had already been happening in the background. This hidden phase of change is called the Plateau of Latent Potential, like a tree's roots growing underground before breaking the surface, or the bamboo tree that shows no growth for 4 years and then shoots up 25 meters in the 5th year. We've all experienced starting something new, wanting to make a change or build a habit, only to quit quickly because we didn't see results. The reason? We weren't patient enough to get through the Plateau of Latent Potential. James Clear explains this in detail in Atomic Habits, but this is the short version. So, how does this connect to Einstein's theory of relativity? It says there's no such thing as an absolute truth. Everything is measured in relation to something else. For example, someone might say, "He's a good person." But how good? What does good even mean to you? Or, "She's rich." How much money counts as rich? It's all relative. The same goes for happiness and success. They aren't absolute states. As Stoic philosophers like Epicurus and Marcus Aurelius said, if you wish to be wealthy, reduce your desires. In other words, learn to enjoy what you already have. And all this brings us to our main topic, what not to do first thing in the morning. There's a lot of common advice you've probably heard. Don't check your phone first thing, avoid cold showers, drink warm water, start with energy, skip the morning news, make your bed, and so on. But these are what to do or not do. The real key is to understand why. As Nietzsche said, he who has a why to live can bear almost any how. When you wake up, do you have a purpose? And how much time have you dedicated to it? Tip number 1. Don't focus solely on your goal. Sounds strange, right? But if you understand the plateau of latent potential and the theory of relativity, you know that thinking only about the end result makes you impatient. You'll expect quick results, and when you don't see them, you'll get frustrated and lose motivation. Tip number 2. Don't set unrealistic expectations for your day. If you expect too much from one day, even small setbacks can ruin not just your day, but your entire week. Tip number 3. Don't stick to a rigid, unchangeable plan. If your schedule can't adapt, the smallest disruption will throw everything off. Always have a plan B. Tip number 4. Don't dwell on small incidents. Life is like riding a bicycle. You have to keep moving to stay balanced. Don't let small things like someone bumping into you in the subway or cutting you off in traffic ruin your whole day. Tip number 5. Avoid spending time with toxic, negative people. As Bertrand Russell said, some people can destroy your spirit and motivation with their negativity alone. Thank you for joining me today. Try one of these tips tomorrow morning and let me know how it goes in the comments. Until next time, stay energized.